Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to this morning's assembly. It's so good to have you all in school on such a cold and frosty morning. Have a wee look up here on the screen. You can see that this is our Scottish flag, and the reason for that will become plain as we work our way through the assembly, that we are thinking about lots of Scottish things in our assembly this week. And I wonder if any of you can tell your teacher what the name of this flag is. It starts with S. If you can put your hand up and tell your teachers, and let's see if any of you can get the right answer. Well done, because I do think that you know that already. Now this week's sign for Makaton is school, and it's quite an easy one. You hold your hand up to your face and you do a circle. School, school. Okay? You can practice that and watch the little clip that goes with this.
Hello.
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 Today, it's school.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well done. Today's sign is school.
Go.
School.
Go.
School.
Go.
That's really, really good. School.
Go.
Fantastic. Well done.
Everyone give it a go.
Bye. See you soon.
See you.
See you soon.
Good morning everyone. As you know, our language of the month is Scots language, and we are going to hear from some boys and girls that are going to tell you a little bit about a famous Scottish poet, and after they have told you about the poet, you are going to listen to some stories and some poems from room 9 and room 7. So we hope you enjoy.
Good morning. As the language of the month is Scots, we would like to tell you a bit about a famous Scottish poet. His name is Robert Burns, and he was born in Alloway in Ayrshire in Scotland on 25th of January 1759. He wrote poems in Scots and also in English. You may not know his song Auld Lang Syne, or the poem Room 9 recited last week about the red rose.
When Robert Burns was young, he had to help his father, who was a farmer. This inspired him to write about the different things he saw. He wrote a famous poem called To a Moose. To celebrate the life of Robert Burns, many people across the world enjoy Burns Supper on his birthday every year. They have a special meal of haggis, heaps and tatties, and they recite his poems.
The place where Robert Burns is born is now a museum visited by over 100,000 people every year. In the museum, there are hundreds of objects that belong to Robert Burns, including his quills that he used to write his poems.
Now we will have a short quiz. Get ready to put your hand up if you in your class if you know the answer. Question 1. Who was Robert Burns? Put your hands up if you know. You might want to pause the assembly for a moment. Well done. Robert Burns was a famous Scottish poet.
Question 2. Where was Robert Burns born? Again, you can pause here if you like. The answer is Alloway in Ayrshire in Scotland. Finally, question 3. What date in January is Burns Day celebrated? Press pause now if you wish. Burns Day is celebrated on 25th of January, Robert Burns' birthday.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed learning all about Robert Burns.
My wee dog is called Bailey. She is awfully bonny and black. Its fur is bonny and curly. She is wee and cutty. Her twa eens are braw and brown. The dog's lugs are sensitive. Its neb is awfully drooked. I love my dog 'cause she likes to curry in.
Excellent. Well done, Mason.
My wee dog is called Molly. She is awfully bonny and soft. Its fur is golden and cutty. She is a skinny malinky. Her two eens are brown and bonny. The dog's lugs are awfully cutty. Its ned is Duket and Shiny. I love my dog, cause she loves to curry in with me.
Fantastic, Freya. Okay everyone, as you know, you have been working hard in the class on Articles 12 and 13, and what I thought was I would give you some examples of how we have been learning about Article 12 and 13 this month. So if you are in Primary 1, 4 or 7, you have been asked what you think of the outdoor learning, okay, and all the skills that you have managed to acquire through that. So there has been a survey and we've asked you all about that, and we're hoping that we can improve the outdoor learning with all of your good ideas. You also have been asked about after school clubs. We've got lots of after school clubs going on just now, and we have taken on board your suggestions of new after school clubs, so there will be some more after school clubs starting very soon. Also, if you are in Primary 7, you have been involved in a health and wellbeing survey. So again, we have asked you what you think, and then we are looking to see how we can improve and work on some of the things that you have pointed out. So just some examples of how you have all been thinking about expressing your views and having your say in St John's. Okay, now we are going to move on to a song, and we are hoping that some of you can join in with the song. It is called Flower of Scotland, and what we would like you to do is try to join in with the signing. Okay, you are going to see some ladies on the screen, and you are going to try and copy the signs for the song Flower of Scotland. So we'll play part of the song, see if you can join in. Okay, just a wee reminder, when you are in the lunch hall, we have the new system for putting all of your different things. So don't forget, try to eat up all of your lunch, try not to have too much waste, but if you do, put your waste into the food bin, put all your packaging into the black bins, and then you need to make sure you put all of your things in the correct places. You have been doing really well at this, and our RRS committee are going to be making a new lunch hall charter, and that will be going up in the lunch hall very soon. So keep your eyes peeled, and you will find out more about that in a couple of weeks at our assembly. Okay, we are moving on now to think about resilience. And what you have on the screen here, we have Hunter and Eve. Now, we've not got a little video this morning, but if your teachers were quite keen on the video that we had last week, Hunter and Eve, there are lots of different videos that you can look up and have a wee look at the wee cartoons. There's lots of good messages in them. Okay, what we thought we would look at this morning were some classes were thinking about phrases, okay, or something to encourage everyone to be a bit more resilient and to try really hard. And when I was in room 6, they were very keen to have a wee look at some of the things that they were doing. Because what they were thinking about was, if at first you don't succeed, then try and try again. And if you have a little look here, Ria is at the swimming and she is trying really hard to improve her swimming skills. So room 6 did really well about thinking about if something is a bit tricky, just to keep plugging away at it and trying their very best. Okay, wonder if you can see Louis here. I think he is on his scooter and he's trying really hard to master that. Okay, you might not get it first time, it might be quite tricky, you might be getting quite annoyed, but if you keep going, you can try and try again and hopefully you will succeed. And the last one we're going to have a little look at, Harry here is trying to master being really good at football. So lots of ideas along in room 6 of how we can be resilient and how we can really try to improve something. So I know that lots of you were thinking about different phrases yourselves or looking for good ideas on the internet of how you can be better and how you can really think about building up your resilience. So well done for all of the hard work.
Well done to everyone for working on Enthusiastic last week. The winning house for this week is Aaron. Well done, Aaron.
Well done, Aaron.
So the focus for next week is sharing.
Well done. Everyone is going to be working on sharing. Thank you very much, captains.
Now, boys and girls, we're moving on to our awards time, and this is when we celebrate all the hard work that people have been doing across the school. And the very first one goes to Kayla McNeil for being very accurate with her weekly Nessie work. So well done for Kayla. And then we've got one that goes to Clive Diaz for completing all of his tasks this week. So well done, Clive. We're very proud of you. Now we've got Max Ritchie for learning his Scottish poem really well. That's lovely. And then we've got one that's going to Stefan Cowan for bringing great resources in to help with the class. And this one goes to Beatrice in room 11 for bringing a lot of sunshine to our classroom with a big happy smile for making excellent progress in your reading. So well done, Beatrice, that's lovely to hear. Now we've got Daisy Rogers in room 14 for always behaving in a mature and responsible manner. So well done to you, Daisy. And then we've got Leo Palmer for doing well with all of his numeracy work in room 14 as well. And then we've got one for room 7, and it goes to Rhea Bennett for enthusiastically participating in all lessons. It's lovely to hear. This is one for room 2, and it goes to Ala for being very good at blending and sounding out her words. Well done, Ala. Another one for room 2 goes to Seo for settling in well to his new school. That's excellent news, Seo. And then we've got Olivia in room 2 as well for super lining up and tidying. So that's great news. And one for room 6 is Mariam for great listening and always trying her best. So that's really good news for all of these boys and girls. Now we have got some reading champion certificates, and this one goes to Jack Graham in room 7 for predicting how the story ends. So well done to Jack. And one here to all the boys and girls in room 11 for consistently remembering to return their library books each week. So that's great news, boys and girls. Really pleased to see so many certificates, and we'll get them sent round to your classes. So well done to all of you. If you got a certificate this week, can you stand up and everybody in the class give them a round of applause? We are very proud of you. Now, if you have been doing Going for Gold, if you've got a little gold star on your jumper this week, you've made gold on the ladder, if you can stand up please, and everybody give them a round of applause. Again, we are really pleased that you have worked so hard. Now we move on to this one, and this always makes me smile. Look here, we've got Grace in room 2, and Grace we are really proud of because she has moved up to the next level in her swimming. So congratulations to Grace, and you'll see that Grace's picture is on a little star just like this outside in our foyer on our sparkly tree. So congratulations to Grace. Now we've got some cracking jokes for you, and you can have a wee listen and a smile to the ones that we've got recorded. And also we have got the box for our joyful jokes out in the foyer. You can see it there on the screen. Can you see it through the window? There we go, yep. The little box, it's got lovely coloured paper wrapped around it. If you've got a good joke that you would like to hear at assembly, that you would like to share with some of your friends, write it down on any bit of scrap paper, pop it in the box, and we will read some of them out for you at next week's assembly. I'm looking forward to hearing them. I think Mr O'Donnelly's joke repertoire needs improved, so you can help him out with this. He'll be glad of them. And very lastly, when we move on,
now we have some joyful jokes from primary 7, and we have some of them that are a little bit of a Scottish theme.
Why was the Australian man annoyed he might be late for his flight?
I don't know.
Because he had a delayed flight.
Well done.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Disease.
Disease who?
Disease with his trousers fit you.
Well done.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Susan.
Susan who?
Susan's of these wee beasties. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Mary.
Mary who?
Mary these wee beasties.
Fantastic. Well done, primary 7.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
I don't know, why did the chicken cross the road?
To go home.
To go home.
To the chicken coop.
Thank you.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Doctor.
Doctor who?
Well, you just said it.
Thank you, well done.
What do you call a broken pencil?
I don't know, what do you call a broken pencil?
No stain.
Thank you, well done.
What does the pirate put on his boat if he doesn't want to steer?
I don't know, what does the pirate put on his boat if he doesn't want to steer?
Autopilot.
Very good, thank you.
Why did Cinderella get put in the reserve for football?
I don't know, why did Cinderella get put in the reserve for football?
Because she runs away from the ball.
Thank you, well done. And lastly, for our assembly today, it's happy birthday. So if you've had a birthday this week, and I know that there have been a few, I've seen some lovely cakes handed in round the school. If you've had your birthday, can you please stand up and everybody in the class give you a round of applause. Happy birthday, and we hope you have a great weekend. Take care everyone.